Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Right off the bat on the old show today, the brand new Ford Mustang gets a debut date of December 5th of 2013. Now, this vehicle was shown off on the front of Car and Driver magazine, which I have later heard that is not what the automobile is going to look like. At least some parts of it will look like that, but there's a lot of it that will not look like that. I think I've pretty much covered that. So, December 3rd of 2013, we'll get our first look at this particular automobile. No time or place has been named by Ford yet, but I'll keep you in tune to what happens to this in the future. Next up on the list, Mercedes showed off the LA Motor Show. This is the brand new Vision GT concept, which is interestingly enough that it was actually built at all because it will be living all of its life inside the brand new Gran Turismo 6 video game, which you will be able to get your hands on driving this automobile when the game comes out in early December. Next up on the list, the brand new Mini Cooper was shown off at the 2013 LA Motor Show. Now, this particular vehicle is going to get a new lineup of diesel engines, which sadly none of those come to the stateside, but we do get two brand new gasoline engines. Now, one of them is going to be for the entry-level model, which is a 3-cylinder turbocharged unit, putting out 134 brake horsepower. Also, if you go up for the Cooper S, it gets a brand new 4-cylinder that's turbocharged, putting out 189 brake horsepower. Now, this vehicle will be going on sale at your Mini dealership in March of 2014. And we already heard Euro pricing is going to be right at about 18,000 euros, which means stateside it should cost somewhere around 25 to 24,000 US dollars. Next up on the list, Subaru took off the wraps of the brand new WRX. The vehicle will be getting the Boxer Flat 4 that's turbocharged, that's 2 liters in displacement, putting out 268 brake horsepower and 258 pounds-feet of torque. Here in 0 to 60 numbers, right about 5 seconds, which is estimated. Top speed of 155 miles an hour, which is estimated as well. The vehicle will come with either a 6-speed manual gearbox or a CVT or constant variable transmission gearbox as well. There's 3 different settings or 3 different modes that you can run on the transmission, and Subaru says that it'll make it feel like a 6-speed or an 8-speed, which I thought was pretty doggone entertaining. No word on when this vehicle will be going on sale or pricing, but we'll keep you in tune of that as well. Next up on the list, Jaguar took off the wraps of the brand new F-Type Coupe. Now, the new F-Type Coupe is going to be a lot like the F-Type soft top, but if you don't know, here's the lineup. The F-Type standard version comes with a 3-liter supercharged V6, putting out 340 brake horsepower. 0 to 60 numbers come in at 5.1 seconds with a top speed, which is electronically limited to 161 miles an hour. Now, you can bump that up to the F-Type S, which comes with the same 3-liter blown V6 that's going to be putting out 380 brake horsepower. And it'll be able to do 0 to 60 numbers in 4.8 seconds with a top speed, again, electronically limited to 171 miles an hour. Now you can go up to the F-Type R, which is the top of the line version, which comes with a 5.0 liter V8, putting out 550 brake horsepower. 0 to 60 numbers come in at 4 seconds flat, and a top speed which is electronically limited to 186 miles an hour. Now, all of these vehicles will come with a ZF 8-speed gearbox, and we're talking about pricing for the standard F-Type coming in at right around 77,000 US dollars, and the R version, both of these, the coupe models, coming in at right around 99,000 US dollars. So it's pretty doggone cool. Not near as cool as I was hoping it to be. I was hoping to be a little more swept back in the back, but still, I really think this car's awesome. Next up on the list, Nismo and Nissan took off the wraps of the LA Motor Show, the brand new Nismo GTR. Now, this vehicle comes with the 3.8-liter twin-turbocharged V6, but the turbocharged has been enlarged. Also, it's done a lot of work on the intake and exhaust side, try to allow that lump to breathe a tad bit better. Not to mention, it gets individual timing for individual cylinders, which is all done electronically, which is pretty doggone slick. Not to mention, this thing puts out a pretty fair amount of boost. 600 brake horsepower is what this car puts out, and 480 pounds-feet of torque. Now, the most interesting thing that I thought, which was going to be that Nissan talked about that they really, or Nismo I should say, really worked on the downforce part of this vehicle. Especially they worked on the way that they could gain an extra 220 pounds of downforce on this automobile at a safe road-going speed of 186 miles an hour. That's what I love about some of these car companies doing stuff like this. Now, maybe even more interesting is that Nürburgring lap time. Lap time of 7 minutes and 8 seconds, in fact 8.679 seconds, which puts it just behind the Porsche 918 Spider, which did it 7 minutes 4 seconds. Not to mention, the McLaren P1 did it in the high 640s, which means only 20 seconds less for the old GTR here, Nismo GTR. Not to mention, the vehicle has almost 300 brake horsepower less, and it's going to cost us a significant amount less. We're hearing rumors somewhere between 120 to 150,000 US dollars for this vehicle. Now, this particular lap was done with the special Nismo track pack, which comes with a lot of extra suspension settings and bigger anti-roll bars and whatnot. And I'm assuming a pretty slick set of sticky tires for this automobile. That's what I pretty much think that McLaren P1 did to gain that much time, was a little bit of stickier set of rubber. Nothing gains lap time like tires. Last up on the list, the brand new Porsche Macan took the wraps off at the old LA Motor Show. Now the vehicle comes in the standard version, or the entry-level model, if you will, for a Porsche. Comes in with a 3-liter twin turbocharged V6, putting out 340 brake horsepower. 0 to 60 numbers are 5.2 seconds with a top speed, or I should say, with an starting asking price of $49,900 US dollars. Now you can go up to the Macan S, which gives you a same 3-liter twin turbocharged V6, but it'll be putting out 400 brake horsepower, and the 0 to 60 numbers come in at 4.6 seconds with a starting price of $72,000 US dollars. Both of these models will come with the air ride suspension. All-wheel drive system also will come with a 7-speed PDK gearbox. No word on pricing or when the release date for the actual sales were for the brand new Porsche Macan, but we'll keep you in tune to that as well. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this week's Motor Cars Enthusiast. If you want to jump on over to the Facebook page, the link's down in the show notes. Also, if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at any time. Get the first dibs on the brand new shows as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon.